Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to speak about the subject of what are you capable of achieving? I know what I'm capable of achieving, but what are you capable of achieving? The thing is, I think it really depends on what you want to achieve in life, if that makes sense. For me, I want to be financially free of having to worry about money. So basically having financial freedom. I want to have artistic success because I wouldn't be making videos and stuff like that if I wasn't an artist. I like to express myself, and I know that sometimes the opinions that I give sometimes are criticized or people don't like it, but they're just opinions. I'm just talking. I'm trying to stay as much away from politics and all that stuff because politics and religion, I don't want to offend anybody because everybody has different opinions and stuff like that, but these are just my opinions, and obviously this is something that I'd like to achieve, is having regularity, because I feel that somebody who's able to do something religiously in some way is going to actually succeed, because that's how it is, it's just cool to have things. Usually it's kind of like I have a lot of friends who are into fitness, and they really stick to their diet. They stick to their goals, and I think having goals is what sustains us, what makes us achieve things. A lot of times, especially young kids and even Generation X and Y, and it doesn't have to be millennials, because millennials are technically already in the early 80s, so I'd be kind of like a millennial in some way, which is silly. But the thing is that people nowadays, they think everything is just going to be handed to them on a silver platter, and that it's always that instant gratification, because if you really think about it, if you go on TV or whatever, go on Netflix, you can basically see the whole season of a show right away. You don't have to wait little by little and watch one episode a week like they used to do it before. You can buy pretty much anything you want straight away on the internet. You always have instant results. Even if you want to go to school, you can basically have online schooling, and it's just as easy as 1, 2, 3, And that's the thing, is that in order to achieve, we must understand that it's mostly about consistency. I think it's really about being able to do one thing, but do it better than anybody else in some way. And it's only by doing that you're actually going to achieve. There's this test that was done by class. I was reading about it, where it was like a pottery class, and there was this teacher that was teaching two different classes, but the same pottery class. So in one of them, he just said, okay, we're going to have a whole trimester, and we're going to do the perfect pot. I'm going to teach you the technique. We're going to do this thing really well. I'm going to teach you everything, and then we're going to create this one pot that is just perfect. Whereas there was the other class, still taught by the same teacher, but he said, okay, well, we're going to talk about the technique and all that. That's cool. But I just want you to make as many pots as you can. Every time we have a class, we're going to try to make a pot. And let's see what happens at the end of the trimester. Well, guess what? The people who made a bunch of pots had really cool pots. They knew how to do pots, because by the end of this trimester, they had made 10, 20 pots, however many classes they had, And then the other people, they didn't have that experience. That's why it kind of goes almost into the schooling thing. It's like you can be knowledgeable about cars, or you can be knowledgeable about pretty much any subject, really. But if you don't do, well, then you're just talking about it. You don't really have the skill set that is attained, that you get from actually doing the thing. That's why a lot of the manual workers like carpenters and all that stuff are just so good at their craft because they're just doing. Somebody is explaining to them, but at the same time they're kind of doing the thing. And that's how you achieve. So you can talk about things, you can talk about traveling, you can talk about your career goals, you can go to as many psychiatrists as you want and talk about your problems, but at some point, if your goal is to travel the world, but you're just talking about traveling the world, well, you're not going to do, you see? And a lot of people will have excuses like, hey, I'm not going to do, I've been thinking about doing vlogs or whatever, and I just don't do them because I don't have the camera or whatever. Well, guess what? Pretty much everybody has a smartphone nowadays, so just shoot with a smartphone. And me, I'm doing it with like a little DJI Osmo, and I know the sound sometimes gets messed up, and sometimes the picture it's too bright or not bright enough or whatever, but at this moment I don't care. The thing is, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to create. I prefer to be able to create a video, post it online, let it be, maybe make some people angry with the subjects that I'm talking about, make other people happy if they liked it, but I prefer to create, put myself out there than just to sit passively, after work or whatever it is, and just watch shows all night long. But if your goal is to achieve that, if your goal is to watch as many shows and that's what you enjoy, then great for you. But in order for me to achieve, the thing is, like, the bigger the dream, the more sacrifices you kind of have to make, and it's just going to take years. And if you're not willing to make the sacrifices, if you're not willing to work that 8 hours a day or work your regular job, and then on top of that work your second job, which would be whatever you want it to be it artist, be it dancer, be it musician, be it whatever it is, until you can actually start sustaining yourself, well, you're not going to do it. Nobody had it that easy. Some people, yes, are born into like the right family or whatever it is, and they can keep on doing that trend, but you could also be born in a family of musicians, learn how to play the piano perfectly or whatever it is, and you just don't enjoy that field, and you're just gonna want to step away from that. And you can either choose the easy route for yourself at whatever point you are, whatever is given to you at birth, or you can say, hey, no, okay, this was my dad's dream, this was my mom's dream, this is my family's business, but it's not necessarily for me. And what I want to do is, go like a bird, fly, and do what I want to do. But I do think that a lot of people will choose the easy and the easiest path, the one that gives the right away that reward in some way. But then it kind of stays in that middle. You never really achieve your potential, and you just have to get out of your comfort zone and do. And at this point in my life, I just want to express myself. I want to make videos on a daily basis and make short films and make feature films and write. And there's different levels to it. There's the vlog level, which is kind of like shot this way, and if the sound is bad, well, unfortunately it is. I'm trying my best. But then of course there's the short film, movie making stuff, acting and all that, where everything basically has to be perfect in a way. So that takes time, and that's something that I don't I'm not going to vlog about it at this point, but eventually I probably should, because why not? It's just a habit to just have your camera on and just do it. But these are my goals, and I've kind of expressed the way that I think you can achieve your goals, and that's what it is. But everybody's different, and I don't want to judge anyone, and people should just be happy with whatever their life is, and it's up to you and only you. You can't blame it on anybody else. You have to achieve what you want to achieve, and that's what it is, because it's your life. Okay, well, that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.